Hey guys, this is Kelly from Calgary Airsoft. Before the video begins, I'll make an announcement. I am now partnered with What Are You Buying over YouTube, and so this means we'll get more publicity because of What Are You Buying, because obviously I have over 16,000 subscribers now, or they're near 16,000? I haven't checked. Yeah, so get more publicity, and I might start making some AdSense money as soon as I get more subscribers, at least 1,000. Not saying you should subscribe just so I can make money. I'm really just in this for the publicity and because I like when people comment, like, and leave feedback on my videos. So without further ado, today's video will be on feeding and how to improve your feeding. So I guess you could call this a tech tip video. This is for basically skill level. This can be a beginner to an intermediate technician, even professional technician. Pretty much, if you just opened a gearbox and you want to improve your feeding, this is incredibly easy. And I think I'll just delve into the really simple DIY upgrades you can do at your home without having to buy any parts, rather than going to more difficult tips such as shimming, AOE, stuff like that. Not that those are difficult, but they're a bit more complicated to do. So we'll start with something simple. The first mod I wanted to show you is the I call it the Neopad mod. I know people have probably heard of this before, but it's really not that well known. There's not really a lot of videos on it, if any at all, from what I've seen. And I think I remember hearing this from Epic Upgrade Time or Blackhawk42 on YouTube. But anyway, this also, he used O-rings when he did his video. But basically what it does is it makes your mag well have a tighter fit on your mag. And so sometimes with especially guns like combat machines, you'll have a problem where your mag won't be that tight, and that will cause some feeding issues. So you'll have to hold your mag while you shoot your gun, and obviously if you have a grip, like a vertical grip or an angled foregrip or a magable hand stop kit, this can cause some issues. So if you want to improve your feeding, what you do is you get a piece of Neopad. This is a really small piece. This is actually not the kind you would use, but you get a bigger piece that matches the circumference right here where your mag goes, and you basically put it on, you cut it out according to the width of the little magazine base right here, I guess you could call the lip base, and you cut it so that it fits perfectly on there, and just so long as it doesn't protrude into the receiver, it's going to work fine. Then you got to get some Loctite or super glue, and you just got to put glue under it, then push it down. You can also use O-rings. I used an O-ring just because you have to stretch them over to fit, and so just in case the Loctite wears down or your mag wears down the Loctite, the O-ring still has that retention, so it stays on there quite tightly. So yeah, you can just get a small O-ring. I don't really know if they sell these at Home Depot or Lowe's. You could check, I guess. But yeah, they most likely have them. I think combat machines come with these, actually. If not, then yeah, definitely look into these because you'll make your mag's feet much tighter. Much, much tighter. And I've pretty much done this mod on every gun I have. Make sure not to put the too much Neopad or too many O-rings or too large of an O-ring, otherwise your mag won't click into place, or if you want it to, you'll have to push it very hard. So you kind of want to find a good medium where it's not too loose, it's not too tight. So yes, a very easy modification you can do to improve mag fitment. The second one is a bit more complicated. It involves a tappet plate spring, and if you don't know the tappet plate spring, let me get my tappet plate and a... There we go. Alright, so basically, what happens is your air nozzle goes forward, and that is because the tappet plate has a lot of retention on it because it's on the post, and that means that this tappet plate is not contacting the cam on the sector gear. So I'm just going to let you see this. Tappet plate fell. And basically, when it gets pulled back by the sector cam, this tappet plate goes back as well. And when it releases, when the sector cam finishes its cycle and it releases, it goes forward. But how fast it goes forward is really determined by the retention on your tappet plate spring. So, essentially, like TLDR, the stronger retention you have in your tappet plate spring, the basically the better feeding you'll have, in theory. I mean, what this basically does is it makes it so your tappet plate returns faster and loads the next BB. This has helped me get perfect feeding on a DSG build that I'm probably not going to finish. I'm probably going to set it aside for now and go to SSG and just perfect that build. Then I might delve into DSG. But this perfected feeding on that. So high rate of fire with this modification is very, very effective, just because of the faster tappet return time. And so, because of that return time, yeah, less double feeding because obviously tappet plate is moving faster and it picks up the booby faster. Anyway, to do this, this is a normal tappet plate. As you can see, it has all the coils. Now, the reason this is normal is because obviously it has all the coils. This one has been modified by myself, and I'm using this in my build. This one has been shortened by 3 coils, and you will notice that I kind of had to DIY this by curving the little hook at the end to fit over my post. And how you make this hook doesn't really matter, so long as it's not too short so that it doesn't come off, but not too thin like this so that it can actually get onto the post effectively. But really, this doesn't really make a ton of difference, just as long as you've shortened by 3 coils. General rule of thumb is the darker tappet plate springs will be a bit more strong than the lighter color one, just because darker color usually means, like airsoft technician wise, darker color means heat treated metal. So yeah, these are definitely, like, this one's probably the darkest one I've ever had. I can't believe I had this sitting around for so long, and it's definitely got great retention, even with all the coils. And yeah, just, darker metal obviously, usually means better material, better heat treated, etc. So basically what you want to do is you have your normal stock tappet plate spring. Well, this one. What you want to do is you want to get some pliers. I know you're going to be able to see this, but you basically want to chop off 3 coils. So you got this first coil right here. You want to chop that off. You want to chop off 2 coils underneath it. So I'm going to do that real quick off camera so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Once you got in there, you just press as hard as you can and it snaps off. Now as you see, I've taken off 3 coils. Don't know if you can see exactly how many I've taken off. That's it. Now, what you do from here, I like to do, I'm not going to really do it right in front of the camera because it's going to take too long, but you're going to want to wedge your pliers in between the first coil in line and the second coil in line. Just so you wedge it in between. You want to get a knife or something sharp and just kind of wedge it away from each other. Then with the pliers you can just curve it again, and that's how you get the modification. So yeah, these have been very simple feeding tips. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll be out with more videos every Wednesday. Bye.